So you're thinking about moving to Middletown, Rhode Island? Well, in today's video, my team and I are going to highlight the Meadow Lane neighborhood and explain everything you need to know. Let's get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Rhode Island, subscribe below, tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Rhode Island. My name is Devin and my team and I, we get calls and texts every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Rhode Island, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can help you make a smooth transition here to the Ocean State. Let's head over to my desktop to use Google Maps to explain the Meadow Lane neighborhood. So here we are using Google Maps to show you what life would be like or any details about the Meadow Lane neighborhood that I'd like to explain so that you have a really good understanding. So what defines the Meadow Lane neighborhood? Well, Meadow Lane to Meadow Lane and to East Main Road. One advantage to Meadow Lane that I like compared to one of the videos I did on Slate Hill Farm is that if you look, I'm gonna drop onto Google Maps, Meadow Lane, the entrance has a light. So here's the light right here, or better yet, right there. So coming out onto East Main Road is much easier from this neighborhood than the Slate Hill Farm neighborhood. I will say that it's very rare that properties come on the market in this neighborhood. Ironically, over the last 4 or 5 months, 3 properties have come on the market. There's about 40 to 45 homes in this neighborhood, and I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna peruse through these properties that are currently active. So here's 233 Meadow Lane. It's a 6-bed, 4.5 bath. It's right over 3,000 square feet. There's 900 square feet in the lower level, so it does have an ensuite, but look at this property. It's been on the market for 34 days. It's currently active at $1,250,000. So I'm just gonna click through it so you can see this property and what it offers and what that price point gets you in this neighborhood as we continue to go through that. So that's gonna be 233 Meadow Lane. The next property that's active on the market is 167 Meadow Lane. So I'll click through some of those photos. This is currently on the market for 1.1 million. This is a 4-bed, 3-bath and sits over 3,000 square feet. But again, just trying to give you a quick snapshot of this property. And then the next property is actively pending. So that's pending. This is 301 Meadow Lane. This was on the market at $875,000. It has not closed yet, so it's active, or last offering was $875,000. This is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, sits at right around 2,500 square feet. So again, just clicking through this to get a feel for the type of price points in this neighborhood. All right, so I'll finish up there. So those are the properties that have hit the market in the last few months. So what do people like about this neighborhood? Well, for one thing, this is a very family-friendly neighborhood. There's virtually no rentals over here. This is not a second home market. This is a second home neighborhood. This is the type of neighborhood where families acquire property and they live here for many, many years. Another thing that people really like about this neighborhood is its walkability and the ease. Virtually nobody, like if you're in this neighborhood, there's no through traffic. The only people that turn into this neighborhood are really people that live here. So if you're somebody who has smaller children or you have pets and you always worry about them running into a busy road, well, this is a great neighborhood because it's very quiet, and this will give you a peace of mind that you may not have in other neighborhoods. So keep that in mind. Very walkable, very quiet, very safe neighborhood. One real advantage to this neighborhood that I love is you can walk to the Newport Vineyard right here. The Newport Vineyard is one of the most popular vineyards on Aquidneck Island. You can also sit out back. So I'm gonna drop down here on Google Maps. So as you can see, it's about a 3 or 4 minute walk to Newport Vineyard. So the Newport Vineyard is right over here. And during the summer months, so here's all the vineyard. During the summer months, you can sit right on the back patio, have a glass of wine, play cornhole, all while looking over this beautiful vineyard. And this is a very, very popular spot within literally a 2-minute walking distance of the neighborhood. What are some things that people may dislike about this neighborhood? Well, as I mentioned in my video tour of the Meadow Lane, which you can find in the top corner of the screen, the thing that people dislike about this neighborhood, there's not much to dislike. I mean, it's a great family neighborhood. I would say that maybe some things that people may not enjoy as much about this neighborhood is the fact that you really have to drive everywhere. You're about 4 or 5 miles from the beach. So here's Meadow Lane right here. Your closest beach is gonna be 3rd Beach and 2nd Beach down here. So it's about a 10 or 15 minute drive. So getting to anywhere you wanna go, you're gonna have to drive. I'm gonna drop down on the street right here. So again, you can get a feel of the neighborhood as I'm talking about it. So who's buying over here? Well, the people that are buying over here are people that are looking for an area that they can live in as a full-time residence. Again, this is a neighborhood that people buy in and they spend many years here. Their kids grow up together, they make friends in the neighborhood. This neighborhood doesn't really turn over as much. That's why it's so ironic to have a couple homes come up on the market, because there hasn't been many options in this neighborhood. What type of properties can you find over here? Well, as I'm kind of walking us through on Google Maps, the type of properties that you'll find over here are all single families. There's no condos, there's no multifamily, no commercial space. So these are all single families. So what type of price point can you expect over here? 800,000 to 1.3 million. As homes continue to become available in this area, the demand and desirability for these properties is high. So I anticipate the price points going up over the next several years in this neighborhood, just because everything this neighborhood has to walk through, has to offer, excuse me. So I'm gonna back out some places that I recommend going. So right here on East Main Road, a lot of the shopping is going to be right in this plaza. I'm going to drop down over here. So just so you can see, this is probably, that's, I'd say, an advantage too as well, is you're close to all the places you need to be: Home Depot, Marshalls, Job Lot, Bed Bath & Beyond. You don't have to travel very far. It's just you can't walk everywhere, right? So you're gonna have to be able to drive. So that will give you a strong overview of the Meadow Lane neighborhood. Thanks for joining me today on our tour of the Meadow Lane neighborhood here in Middletown, Rhode Island. If you're looking for more information on this neighborhood or any other areas in Rhode Island, all of my contact information is in the description below.